when I'm preparing this and how I am interacting with people and realizing that I can make more money, if I did a better job. So I think it was one of the good experiences for a young person to have to kind of understand, and improve on that work ethic, I guess you could say at the time.
Yeah, I think every restaurant that I go to, I am just welcomed with open arms. The waitresses think I am the most handsome, funniest guy they've ever met, and I just love all the compliments I get. So I just tip away. And so you realize that there is a little bit of a game to it.
Yep.
So you obviously aren't still at a restaurant. So you went to college. I believe you went to Rutgers, right?
Yeah, absolutely. When in Jersey. So yes,
All right, my stalking skills are still good.
it was a great experience. Yeah, Rutgers is
So what did you study in Rutgers?
I focused on political science actually and public relations. So I did a double major, and it was a lot of fun and work. I got out in less than 4 years, so I definitely worked hard at that, and from there, kind of just snowballed into other things and found my way out west eventually, where I continued my education and went to law school here in California. So, all the while, I was kind of dabbling in similar things that I'm doing now with regard to conferences and like professional trainings and that sort of thing. So, I was working at an organization after college for it's called the Performance Institute, and we hosted a lot of conferences for the public sector, actually. So a lot of things focused on trainings for the Department of Education and Department of Labor, and that's really where I became really interested in kind of the people business and that employer-employee relationship, and then continued that focus through law school as well.
That's great. So, law school, you get the backing there, and that's what outside of TA week, you are a lawyer, right?
Yeah, I'm general counsel for GSMI is the organization. So we're a small, family-owned business based here in San Diego, and we run trade shows and private professional conferences. So just like TA Week, which is my favorite, of course. And yeah, I get to kind of wear many hats within the organization, do some of the, HR oversight, and as well as the legal and the production.
That's great. You're doing a little bit of everything, and I think that's the best way to kind of branch out and learn what you really want to do in the space. So, if let's put on our like imaginary hats for a second. Let's say I'm coming out of school this May. Um, do you have any advice for kind of new job seekers out there on what they should look for in that first job?
Yeah, I mean, that's a really great and difficult question, I would say. Um, Looking back, at kind of my first attempts, and this was the days of faxing your resume. It was a struggle. It was definitely a battle, and I think the first thing that would come to mind is, don't say no. Don't turn away an opportunity because you think that you're above it in some fashion. So I think they call it for a first job for a reason, right? Your first job out of college, in particular, could just be that stepping stone, and getting out there and socializing, in real life with folks at, not just at conferences, but in other capacities, talking to people, having those coffee chats. Someone once told me, encouraged me to do that. And I've continued to do that. And it's really worked out well as far as even if the person, you're having just like a little chat with, trying to find out more about them and whether or not their current role can facilitate you, it might be that they know someone else. And so building your network